Britney Spears is not done speaking out. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call and we're just hanging out. We're just going with the flow. I am so grateful and thankful to be here with you all. Today, the second day of November, I am truly grateful and thankful to start the month off with you all. And yeah, let's just spill some tea, best friend. So if you are in the mood or you are on the hunt for a new content creator, messy bestie vibes who feels like we're on a FaceTime call and hanging out, you've reached the right place. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, best friend. So we got to talk about Miss Britney Jean Spears, born December 2nd, 1981. Baby, one more time. Oops, I did it again. Britney in the zone. Greatest hits, my prerogative. Blackout, Circus, Smith, Patel, Britney Jean and Glory. Britney Jean Spears. Britney Jean Spears is Britney Jean Spearing, okay, girl? Because there are new rumors floating around that Britney is not done speaking out. So we all know this amazing memoir, The Woman in Me by Miss Britney Jean Spears, New York Times bestseller, sold millions of copies. You guys, Britney supposedly is working on a second book, okay? So the second book is supposed to come out next year. So basically the rumor is that Britney has been thinking about this book and how, well, this is of course all alleged, so take this with a grain of salt. This is just what's out there right now. That Britney has been thinking that this book was not enough. And she keeps teasing this in her post, saying things like, you know, I just kind of like, you know, in other words, I scratched the surface. There's a lot of that you guys don't know, you know, there's a lot more to the story. So supposedly she's been like teasing that there is going to be, you know, some more bombshells coming out. And I definitely feel like this is an amazing idea. I think this is very much needed. And I think she should definitely do this. And she should consider to seriously just say everything she wants. You know what I mean? I do have to say that, you know, while this book was an incredible success, the general public still feels a certain way about Britney. They still, you know, put her in the category as crazy, or, you know, she's not mentally well, she's not mentally there, or, you know, things like that, that really, you know I don't know her, but damn it hurts me when I hear that. Like, for example, you know, I've gotten so many of those comments from friends, family. I always tell you guys this, that like, what's up with your girl Britney? What's up with that? Are the rumors true? Why does she look like that in her post? And I'm like, it is so sad that people are just looking at her appearance and judging that. And then, you know, I really like, you know, the other day I was thinking, I was like, damn, and I think we even talked about this, but I was like, damn it, like, her videos, like, you know, they're not a Kardashian type video where everything is picture perfect. There's a sound stage, there's special effects, there's filters, there's this and that. Britney just twirls around in her living room and she does these dances. And, you know, I don't know if it's because I love her so much that I defend her like that, but like, I pretend it's not someone I love. I pretend it's just anyone else. And I'm like, don't you dance at home and pretend you're live in a concert somewhere? Like, I used to do that. And you know what, girl? And when I take showers, I still do that. I still pretend I'm like performing and grab the, you know, soap or shampoo bottle and think I'm live in Madison Square Garden. The only difference is I don't film it. You know what I mean? But I'm sure we all do some weird ass shit in the, you know, privacy of our own homes. So I do think that it's cool that Britney, you know, will talk about. I hope she touches a lot more on today. And, you know, like what's been going on since the conservatorship ended. I think there's a lot more that went on during the conservatorship, but I do think that it's important for her to kind of talk about what's happening right now, what's going on right now, where are we right now? Do you know what I mean? And I think if she does that, I do think that we could get to a place with the general public that makes them understand and just kind of like leave her alone in that way. Like, there's just so much regarding Britney that we don't know. And there's so much mystery, right? It's sort of like Justin Bieber. For so long, you know, he was this big mystery and there was so much, you know, headlines and all these things about Justin. And now he's doing live streaming on Twitch and everyone is kind of turning a new, what is it called? Like another side to him. And they're kind of like understanding him. a little bit more, which, you know, yeah, it's cool and stuff for him, but I'm still like, damn, why can't that be for Britney, right? Like, why can't that be that something that Britney experiences, that understanding of the general public, that light, that love from the general public, that respect from the general public? Because, you know, a conservatorship, like, I mean, is nothing to laugh at. I mean, it's not for the weak. And to come out of that, not a lot of people can fight it to that point and to come out winning. So, you know, I just wish that people would just cut her some slack, leave her alone in that sense. And that's why I do think that this book would be amazing. And for her to touch on things that is going on right now, for her to touch on things that she's going through right now. How was life after the conservatorship? What really happened with Sam Asghari? You know, things like that, like sort of like an update book, you know, because we know the career, we get sort of the conservatorship, but now there's just this huge question mark regarding her. Maybe her explaining why she doesn't go out. Maybe her explaining, you know, her Instagram a little bit more, how she feels about that. I don't want to reveal anything here, but I will tell you this. I talked to, you know, there's a lot about me that I do keep, you know, kind of secret, and just to respect people. But, you know, I know a couple of people in that, in the industry who know Britney. And, you know, we have talked very in depth about Britney. And I tell you, and I swear to you, like literally, they've never said anything alarming. They've never said anything. And these are people that see Britney, that, you know, have had a lot of interactions with Britney and still have interactions with Britney. It's just the public doesn't see it. So you know, I've heard firsthand, and not only from like people that I know, but like other people that know people. You know, Los Angeles is you know somebody who knows somebody. You know, I've talked to you know, a housekeeper that worked with so and so. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's easy to spread the word. And the things that I've heard about Britney, especially from some of her, you know, because we know we do have, you know, some common friends, and so I've only heard good things about her, that she's what everyone says, that she's the nicest, that she's the sweetest. They've never said anything alarming. So I'm just like, you know, if there's no proof that there's anything crazy alarming to worry about, why should we always accept it? And that's why I do believe that this book that Britney is set to release next year is very important. And I do hope that it happens. I do pray that Britney does come and just shut everyone up and allow people to get to know her now. Do you know? So I would love that for Britney. I really truly would. I think it would be, man, it would be amazing. It really truly would be. And I'm very proud of Britney, and I'm very, it makes me very emotional, I have to say, because I just want her to be happy. That's really all I want for Britney. And she's such a very touchy subject for me, because I want her to be happy. So anywho, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for a new book? Do you think that it's necessary? And what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Of course, you know, we'll see what happens. But anywho, this brand new week that we're starting tomorrow, I know it's going to be so blessed for all of us. It's going to be amazing. And you know what, girl? It's going to be filled with beadity bobbity boo magic. Okay, honey? So I want you to dream big. I want you to know that anything is possible. Give your chance. Give your life a chance to say that everything's going to work out at the end. So I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Ooh.